toothbrush and your skincare and the coverage. So we're looking at around a $70 savings today. Congratulations to everyone who grabbed that. I'm loving our show today. So many of my favorite items. This is like a real fun whirlwind. Living Glow had a Today Special earlier this week. So many of you loved it, so we thought we wanted to give you one more chance to grab them, or maybe even grab a second set, because these are going to be the light bulbs that you use every day in life. You're gonna put at least one in the kitchen, at least one in the living room, one in the bedroom, one anywhere that you want to still have light and be able to live if the power ever goes out. Because what makes these the magic bulbs is when the actual circuit is cut, when the power goes out to your home, these bulbs will stay on. They'll stay on for hours and hours, and you're going to have that chance to just get your affairs in order, to not trip and fall, to not have any, any dangers, or just to go about living your life without the fear and the panic. These caps that we used to only include one of, now we are including all 6. That will give you the ability to unscrew your bulb from whatever lamp it was in, and then take it around your house and use it as a flashlight. What we've never included are the magic plugs. These make me so giddy. If you want to keep your lamp on, but without an outlet, if you want to keep your lamp going, your most beautiful lamp that plugs into the wall, but you don't want to have to plug it into a wall or the power is gone, you can plug it into this. That lamp will turn on, and now you can take it anywhere with you. Think about it for the backyard, think about it on the tables, maybe even something beautiful as a centerpiece on your dining room table. We've never been able to use our gorgeous crystal lamps before that. Now you can. The possibilities are endless with that. You're getting 3 of those. Everything here is under $35. Home for 11 and change on Flex. Julie Truster is here with us. Julie, great reviews, customer pick, and now we've just given a whole set.
Exactly, 6 of them. So at Living Glow, what they did is they took what was out there, they made it better, they made it more affordable, but we've also, just of these bulbs alone, we've sold over 4.5 million of these bulbs.
Wow.
I also noticed on Facebook when HSN did their post, there's around almost 200 comments just on the Facebook post. So many people have them, so many people love these. People went back to buy more. It's such a great value. But there were also a lot of questions, so I want to make sure that I address everything.
Okay,
so
great.
It's a standard everyday bulb. It fits a standard socket. Okay, so when you get it home, you don't put it in your emergency kit. You put it in your lamp, a floor lamp like this, a table lamp, a desk lamp. So any sort of a lamp, it'll fit. But also, think about in your bathroom, if you have a multi-fixture socket, multi-sockets that look like this, they also fit in those. So that's one of our newer features. Another feature, because somebody said, well, I bought it, but I only had the soft, but I want the daylight. Well, with this bulb, let me show you. We'll have to dim the lights a little bit, but there's a little switch on it, so you can go from daylight to soft with one bulb. Okay, so let me show you again. That's daylight. That's the bright white. It's crisp.
Yes.
Some people like this for during the day. Some like it in their kitchens and bathrooms. Now it's soft with one bulb. So that's another upgraded feature. But the big deal about this, just screw it in when you get it home. You never have to touch it again. Okay, each bulb is gonna last around 45 years, but the big deal is there's a battery inside, and you really don't even need to know about it, but there's a battery inside. So when you lose power, these automatically come on. You don't have to do anything. So let me show you what we're talking about. So I want you to look here. These are the Living Glow that are in here. In the lamp over there, that's a regular LED bulb. So what we're gonna do is, if we could show both of them, there we go. Okay, we're gonna show both of them at the same time, and I'm gonna cut the power. Okay, it's summer, a summer storm, hurricane season, tornado season. 1, 2, 3, power goes out in the lamp over there. Living Glow comes on. Let me show you again. If you blinked, you missed it. Okay, the lamp over there is a traditional bulb. This is Living Glow right here. 1, 2, 3. Power goes out, your Living Glow comes on. With each bulb, when this has no power, and
you can still use them. It's just using the battery within the bulb. So there's no power going to this lamp right now. And look, I can still use it like it's a powered lamp. That's
exactly.
Incredible.
And this, so when you lose power, because this has no power, 6 hours of light, 6 hours of light, and 6 hours of light for each bulb. And then if they die, When your power comes back on, you just put it back in and it recharges itself. You never have to buy batteries. You never have to take it out of its socket. You use them every single day. So again, when you get them home, don't put them in your emergency kit. Just use them. Each one is rated for 50,000 hours, which if you have it on for 3 hours a day, each bulb is gonna last 45 years. And you're seeing there in a multi-socket fixture. If it's a standard outlet, you just screw it in and that's it. You can forget about it and you're gonna use it every single day. When you're using it, it's charging. Because a lot of people said, how do I charge it? When you turn your bulb on, it's fully charged in 10 hours and then it keeps its charge. Now the other thing, okay, do you see her walking around with the lamp?
The magic plug.
That's the magic plug. We'll show you that in a bit. So these have been so popular. Just here at HSN, we've sold over 4.5 million. It's the only time of year when we do this sale. I already called my friends and family and I said, load up because it's hurricane season. So right now we have no power to this. 6 hours of light, 6 hours of light, and 6 hours for each bulb. I'm gonna show you again. Our lamp over there, the lamp that's by Natasha, is a regular bulb. Okay.
And sorry, I just wanted to show this again because this is sometimes a question. The power is running right now up here. You can still turn off your Living Glow lamps as well, the ones that are using your Living Glow bulbs, but the difference is what Julie's about to show you.
Yes, okay, so the big deal about this, you use them every day. It's just a regular bulb. They look exactly the same. But when you lose power, 1, 2, 3, power goes out in your regular bulb, these will come on and you have power. So they're great for those power outages. Think of areas around your house. The bedroom, if you've got your end tables and your lamps on there, put them there. Maybe down in the basement if it's tornado season, your family room, your light. Each bulb is a 60-watt equivalent. So one bulb in a lamp will light up an entire room. Now the other thing you can do, I'm gonna go back over here, a couple things about it, remember. With one bulb now, you can switch from daylight to soft. You don't have to buy 2 sets, that's huge. This is called soft, and that's daylight, crisp white. Now what you can also do, if you lose power, let's say this is a charged bulb, you can unscrew the bulb and you're getting 6 of the power caps. Okay, you screw this in, so let's say you lose power. Keep this by your bedside table lamp, this little power cap, and you can walk around and you have a flashlight. I'm gonna walk around here because if you point it down, think about how dark it gets when you lose power. The neighborhood's dark, your house is completely pitch black, and maybe you need to go down to the basement. This one bulb is gonna light an entire room. It's not like a flashlight where you have a little spotlight. This lights up everything so you can see your path. You're not gonna trip. I read a lot of reviews about people are afraid in the dark. They have to go down to the basement. They have stairs. You don't wanna trip over your rug or the dog or a pair of shoes or your kid toys. So you can see exactly where you're going. Huge safety light. Okay, now watch this. You're getting 6 of the power caps that turn your bulbs into a flashlight. I'm gonna put it back in here and show you what else you get. So this is so cool. Okay, these are called power plugs. Natasha calls them the magic plug. So what I'm gonna do with my lamp, I'm gonna unplug my lamp from the wall. I'm gonna unplug this. Okay, now watch this. Can you see? I'm gonna bring it up here. I want you to see this with your mat, and you're getting 3 of these. We only sell these 1 time a year. They come with it. Look at this. So what this means, if you missed it, I'm gonna do it again. Off, magic plug. If you wanna take your lamp outside, look at this. I'm not plugged into the wall. I am walking around with my lamp with the plug. It's called a power plug. The magic though is in the bulb, not this, because we had people that were trying to buy these separately, but these come with the package and you have to use them with the bulb. But you can walk, maybe you want to go on the back deck or the front porch, hang out with your neighbors, you don't have an outlet or an extension cord outside in your backyard. You can walk around. And again,
if you're
you have light
someone who
for
does
6
entertaining,
hours.
like this would change everything for people who do entertaining, for people who are hosts, or if you ever gonna have a party, to have the light indoors, outdoors that are the most beautiful lights, even just to have them on the areas where you couldn't reach your plug. Maybe it's in the center of the counter, maybe it's on the table, maybe you just want it for the holidays to have a beautiful tablescape with lights that don't have cords coming off your table. This is a really, really a special detail here, those 3 plugs that you're getting, along along with your 6 bulbs and your 6 power caps. And think about it, when the lights go out, you know, we had a whole week of no power last year, and I was there trying to find the hundreds of dollars in batteries that I had to spend to put into all of the different fairy light packs that I had, find places where I could place those somewhere in the bathroom or in the kitchen where I could hope to have the most visibility, because for, you know, several hours a night there was no seeing anything unless you were holding your flashlight or this or that. Forget that. Imagine going all the way to the true luxury of, it's not just that I have light, I have the light I'm used to. I have the light that I use every day anyway. I'm not walking into the emergency kitchen, I'm walking into my kitchen. Use your generator for your fridge. Use your generator for the CPAP. Don't waste the generator on the lights when your Living Glow can be doing that for nothing. And they're not costing you anything extra in power to have the Living Glow bulbs. In fact, these are more economical than other incandescents. They give off a 60-watt light equivalent, which is the average. But when you walk into that bathroom during the power outage and you can actually use it,
yes.
The power goes out and your actual bed light goes on that was in the lamp that you always use. That's the difference between panicking and sighing a sigh of relief.
Yes, they're also shatter resistant.
Love that.
But this is my only show of the day, so hopefully I answered a lot of your questions.
Thank you, Julie. Customer pick,
welcome.
9 reviews, or excuse me, more than that. I think there's 7 dozen reviews and a 5-star rating on those. So thank you, Julie.
You're welcome.
Is anyone ready for some more improvements? I could use Deb by